You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and now streaming live on Ustream. This is AfterBuzz TV for RuPaul's Drag Race. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Drag Race news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off, and the buzz continues.
It's RuPaul's Drag Race. Hello.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to
we
one
are
and
on
all.
a sugar high.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are. I'm not.
Those strawberries are
You need to eat your fun dip.
No, I'm not going to eat my fun dip. I am fun dip.
I will eat your fun dip.
Here, you want it?
I'll eat it. I love the
You
fun
will.
dip. Fun dip is like
So,
the best thing ever.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to eat it while we talking.
Go for it. That way you can keep your mouth occupied so we can actually have a good show.
Oh, oops.
Plaza Queen.
That's
So-
why you've been criticized, because I ain't been talking enough.
Oh, we're going to get to that. So if you haven't noticed, we did a little musical chairs. I am obviously not allowed to sit next to it.
No.
So
He's not allowed to sit next to the shine because it's too bright for him every week. It's
yeah, I don't
blinding.
need the brightness shining
It's
off
too
my
fabulous.
forehead. Anyway, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kenny Harrison, and we have a rather smaller crew than normal.
Hey. Apparently that's a good thing.
Well, we will get to that later in the show. Let me introduce everyone. Sitting next to me is
Jackie Borowski.
and across from Jackie is
You did that on purpose. 'Cause you know I had to run out. Hello, it's Courtney Stewart.
and next to that is
Cameron Marston.
Okay. So Mikey and DJ Jesse are in Vegas right now.
Busy taking
Natalie-
pictures and whatnot.
Yes. Natalie
Got a last minute date.
Hey.
and it is also her birthday, so
And
we
it
should
was her
all
birthday.
wish her
She was
happy
born
birthday.
on Valentine's Day.
Happy
It's her middle name,
birthday.
Love. Heart.
Her middle name is
birthday.
Jasmine.
I can show you the way. And in the booth we have not Phil. Is that Phil? I can't see.
Yes, it
It
is.
is
That is
Phil.
Phil.
We changed it up.
Yeah, last we just
We had
for
Ronnie.
those who we had Ronnie for the game. So now we have Phil. Hi Phil.
How are you guys?
We're
Hi,
doing
Phil.
well.
Good.
Thank you for the fun dip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
he gave us all fun dips. He's dipping his
Did
fun.
you guys
in our
ever
dip.
make the Kool-Aid fun dip? Because you couldn't buy fun dip.
I'm not ghetto like you.
Girl,
You are from South Carolina,
That
but
doesn't
you
Crystal
mean-
know.
Light. Crystal Light. We use Crystal Light.
Y'all use Crystal Light.
We had fun dip in Germany.
We used Weilers.
Of course, this one over here, which was the cheaper version of the Kool-Aid.
And it was bomb, too. And we used to put it in big old Ziploc bags.
Okay, let's get back. 3 minutes in, and we haven't even talked about RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's Valentine's Day.
Don, I think maybe that's your cue.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. So we're on episode 3. Yes, episode 3,
Where's your
season
wig,
4. It was called Glamazons versus Champions.
I love this episode.
I did too. This was my favorite episode.
Thank you.
So far,
me too.
Yeah.
I was really excited about
Why
it.
is that?
Because the energy was there. I actually I feel like it's gotten down to enough people that I know who they are
Yes.
now, and I can
Yes.
focus. Even though I felt like it was kind of crazy because I felt like there was a lot going on in the episode, and I
was.
was kind of confused until the end, like when they were doing their commercial and all that, which we'll get to. But I liked it. It was good energy, and I loved the final fashion show, and I had lots of things to say about it.
Great.
And I think that it gave everybody a chance to shine. Was you didn't get a sense of everybody's personalities. You got some people and not others in the first 2 episodes. And I understand it's like you have a huge cast and what are you gonna do? But in these specific challenges, you really got a sense of individual personas.
Totally agree.
Cameron.
He's like, whatever.
He's just sitting
I
over there
gotta
rocking
know.
that ball.
I just ate dinner. Sorry. It'll come. Hold on.
Feeling a little
Wait for it.
heavy. Little carb
So you had a
heavy.
nice dinner with your,
Where'd you
partner.
go?
Oh, we went to Loteria here in
Here,
Studio
where?
City.
Studio City.
Laurel Canyon and Ventura.
Aren't you a busy beaver?
Oh yeah.
I play with
That
Beaver
was a good
sometimes.
one. Yeah.
These are good sound bites.
Beaver tastes good.
I just realized what a beaver was. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about Isabel for whatever. Anyway, I just
So,
whatever.
back on track. Our first topic would be the mini challenge, which was the okay. So
Go ahead,
it was
girl.
kind of a RuPaul gives back to the community, and they brought out, I think her name was Pariah Martel
I really enjoyed that.
or Paya.
Paya, Mary.
Paya.
Pariah.
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 I just
Pariah's
saw
her
that the
drag
other
name.
night. Yeah. And it was actually touching, and it actually moved me. You know,
I really.
And it takes a lot to move a Kenny.
unlike you.
It doesn't take much. All to take it a little fun, dude.
I really like
That's
that.
not what I heard.
I really enjoyed that, and I think I enjoyed how they tied the fact that she was singing a RuPaul song in with the RuPaul songs later. I felt like in the last episode, the challenges didn't make sense together. Kind of. I guess there was
It was
a tie, but
disjointed
it
in a
was too
way.
disjointed.
Yeah.
Made a lot of sense. It was very sweet.
So yeah.
I
So
don't figure that serious.
Courtney, as much as I love,
I'm
and
rattling it.
I
I knew. I was waiting for you to say it.
because we've had that as a problem with
I was
the sound.
rattling it. What if I'm really quiet? Can you hear it like this?
can.
Girl, didn't you see our paragraph on iTunes?
I know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a paragraph. It was
You
a
are
novel.
messing up the sound.
I'm sorry.
Because we're gonna get another bad review
Fun
because
dip
of you.
will have to go on hold.
Why don't
for
you just
right
pour it
now.
in your Kool-Aid?
Any
I'm
attention
out.
is good
Oh,
attention.
here, you want some
See,
more
look.
water?
By the way,
Girl.
It's
if you're watching us right now and you have a negative comment, feel free to call in.
Oh, no, I love it.
Wait, don't
No,
call
yeah.
in.
Girl, serve it. Negative or
yes,
positive.
negative or
Serve it.
positive. We
Serve
like
it.
your
You know,
comments.
the fact that you acknowledge, I'm all good.
Yeah.
424-256-1729, baby. Call us.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you.
Well, the three of us will. She'll stick a stick in her mouth. See, like she is not. She's sucking on it like.
It is Valentine's.
But
So-
what was, so
Our systems detect that a host has wandered off the subject.
Oh, host, Kenny Ho.
No, a
Kenny
host,
Ho.
which is
Kenny
you.
Ho, Kenny Ho. I'm not a host. I'm
I
just
went
here.
back and watched it, and it said a host.
I'm a fun dip
not
eater.
the host.
I am not a host.
So,
Whatever.
Anyway.
my favorite hat that won, my favorite butterfly hat that won was the one that won.
Me too.
oh,
Yeah.
I agree.
not
Okay,
mine.
well,
I'm
because-
not a big fan of pink.
Oh, geez.
I like
Well,
the one
but
before that, the
Isn't other
colorful one.
colors?
Well,
The
who was the
colorful
one? Who was the one with the one before that? Wasn't it Chad Michaels and?
The purple ball
think so.
one.
What do you guys think of the?
I like that Latrice was
No,
like.
there
we
was
just
another
didn't
with
succeed.
all butterflies, but it had multicolored butterflies. I'm not big on pink, sorry.
I think I just like the execution of it.
On top of that, the pink didn't go with Paya's outfit, so girl, why'd you pick that?
Because
They-
it was
Because
the
it was
prettiest
prettiest one.
Yeah. Paya can change her clothes. Paya can change her clothes
That's true.
Exactly.
when she
So-
makes her next video.
So Jiggly's team won, and I feel bad because she's always left out in the cold.
Who?
Jiggly.
But see here, I'm drawn between the fact that like we know that Jiggly's mom died and she has a boohoo story, but then they were still arguing. They were like, you still have to step it up. Like everybody
Yeah.
else has had problems. Everybody else has had bad things happen to them. And it's like all you're doing is boo-hoo-hooing all over the place and being like, wah, wah, wah. And then, oh, by the way, you're shooting down other people while you're trying to get there.
Well, that's typical for people who have insecurities. They want to
You
chop
lash out.
down
You lash
at
out.
the people that, to make themselves feel better about themselves.
Right, but then it's hard to feel
I
sympathetic.
mean, look at
for-
Courtney. She lashes out on me every episode.
I know, because I want you to feel better about yourself.
No,
Oh, my Lord.
it's because you have insecurities.
No.
Well, it's hard for me to feel sympathetic for the person that does that. Both of y'all.
I
y'all.
like you.
I don't
Move
cut
on.
you down, Kenny. I just remind you of who you are,
Oh,
and that's not
Don't
very
say
much.
it.
I have- I know exactly who I am.
I'm
So,
just playing.
I
As
don't-
we-
Whatever.
I don't feel
So-
sorry for Jiggly.
So the winners,
I feel sorry for
Fifi.
that belly.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Go
We are
ahead.
gonna get to that.
So,
It was like extra this
okay,
week.
wait. So Kenya Michaels, Fifi were chosen as team captains, and they did the rundown
I want to put
again.
Kenya in my pocket.
Oh, I know.
I don't think she'll fit.
But she's
I know.
like this big.
But she's so fun. Like all her video with the
With the bone.
Bone.
And you like her because you don't understand what she's
Whatever.
saying.
Love her
She-
for that
but
reason.
she's trying.
But,
That was
well, but she loved Yada, so
I
Yeah.
adored Yada.
I like Yada more than I like
miss
this one.
her.
This one reminds me of like an Ewok on catnip.
but I like Ewoks.
No, she's entertaining. I get it.
My
but-
dog looks like an Ewok, and I love it.
Let's remind you, Peter Dinklage was in her top 5.
Yes, Peter Dinklage was in my top
And
5
if you,
men.
I'm sure
I don't know
people-
who that is.
He is
don't
the
know
little
who
guy on.
He's the little guy in everything. He plays Tyrion Lannister.
And he's just not little. Just he's actually.
He was
a
in
little
Death at a
person.
Funeral. He played the
The little guy.
The little guy.
In both the British and the American,
and the American
version.
version, they couldn't cast
The
another
exact
little
same
guy.
movie.
I'm
With
sorry.
everybody different, but Tyrion Lannister.
So what list is he on?
Okay, maybe you guys can't sit next to each other either.
We had.
But I'm just telling you, I like midgets.
You were on the email.
You like midgets and girly boys. Decide.
I like girly boy midgets. That's
Okay.
like Kenya's perfect.
That's why you're all together.
So moving along.
Wow.
Like
I'm
checking
gonna
in on
leave that one alone.
So they picked teams, and of course the big girls were the last ones to be picked.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise,
Well, not all
surprise.
the big girls.
Well,
Latrice gets picked.
Latrice, she gets picked towards the end.
She has
and then,
street cred.
Yeah.
She does
And
have
which
street cred.
brings up the whole Puerto Rican versus Puerto Rican thing, you know.
I thought that was
Just
funny.
because we're on the same from the same
Heck no.
exactly.
I like how Kenya was like,
Yeah.
She
No.
didn't even want to give her a
she went,
So you don't think that was wrong of her?
Hell no.
oh, she didn't want her on a team and she wasn't gonna front like she
Right.
did. Keep it
You
real,
can't,
girl.
you,
Keep it
yeah,
real.
you can't. People like to make, and this is the other thing, is like people like to make false alliances with other people just because it's like, oh, we have the same hair color, we should be BFFs. Oh, we came from the same place, we should be
No,
BFFs.
no.
It's like on Bad Girls
No.
Club, saying we have the Haitian girls. They're not friends anymore. And then when I moved here from Hawaii, just and the people that followed after, like, oh, girl, you from Hawaii? I don't care. I don't know
care.
you. Don't know
That's
you.
like saying me and Sheree should be friends because we both from Atlanta.
And you and me should
I
be
would
friends.
never be friends. No, we shouldn't.
No.
You from the country. You
No.
from South Carolina.
I'm cuter, that's why you
No,
can't
you
be
bald and
friends.
shiny.
No. Your face is bald.
We used to
and
kick.
But I will say though, but so
Go ahead,
moving
Jack.
on from that,
I know.
you
Moving on from
have
that.
you also
You need some more dip.
so
They
you-
won't let me.
Jeez.
so
Somebody
you
give her
also
some dip.
have people with
I
you
just have
also
to
have
hold
two
my
people.
stick. I'm not allowed to do anything with it.
You
Jackie speaking, guys.
Sorry. Okay.
You also have two people with heavy accents, and they choose to do different things with it. And I respect Kenya because I think he's really trying.
I also think there's like a a color difference between the two of them too.
Well, there's almost
No
okay.
kidding.
We see it in different cultures.
It
You have
happens.
different genetic traits in
Right.
some people. Like I said, Ewok,
Wow.
Madame LaQueer.
light skin, something or other.
Yeah.
Banshee. I don't know.
Isn't it amazing how the light skin became
But I-
famous?
Became more famous.
Yeah.
Are you jealous of me because I'm light skinned?
Yeah. So I'm
Jealous
looking
of
at
your
head and I
boogie.
wish.
Okay.
You have a hair on here.
Oh, thank you.
In your underwear shirt.
We're gonna get more bad comments.
Looks
I
like
love this shirt.
thermal underwear.
It's my Valentine's Day. I love you. Kind
I mean,
of
I'm
because
just glad
it's
it was
almost
kind of
red.
a color. Yeah.
I'm just glad it doesn't say affliction on it.
Well, it wouldn't.
Or jersey.
But I can't talk because I wore this jacket last night.
And the week before. That is a week bit.
But you got a
Okay,
new bow.
so
That's all that matters.
so
So
moving
the-
on to the next challenge,
Well,
the
I-
main challenge. Oh, what do you
Well,
got? Something?
Jackie's not done.
No, wait. Now I'm confusing the two challenges. This is pertaining to the main challenge,
Okay.
though. So go on.
Okay, well, we're going into the main challenge. What are you confused about? We're talking about the main challenge now.
I was thinking it was a problem in the main challenge, but it's not. But when Kenya and then who was the one who took over? I forget.
Milan.
Yeah, Milan.
Gumby.
I'm bad with names.
Milan.
To all y'all people out there that are gonna make fun of the fact that I can't figure out who's who.
She's okay with it.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with it because I did this during A-List Dallas, and there were 5 people, and I kept confusing them.
The whole Milan thing.
And I love them. It's just that I'm
It
not good with names.
bugged
okay.
me because
It bugged me because
he was like
he just wanted to take over.
he took over,
It
and
wasn't.
then when it was asked, oh well, she decided that it was
He
a
got
good thing
defensive.
to work together.
I love Willem.
Yeah. It
Now
had
he-
nothing.
she goes after him in the
Yeah.
Untouched.
Serve
I
her.
love Willem, and this is why I love Willem. It had nothing to do with the fact that there was a language barrier.
Right.
It's like you just decided that's what it was arbitrarily, so you could come in and take over.
And even when she was trying to give, instructions, he was cutting her off. Like, no, we're gonna do this, and so
He was rude and annoying.
he
and
was
I would have
rude.
kicked
And,
him.
yeah, he was rude
Yeah.
and annoying. And then you had Fifi on the other side, who
Somebody had Fifi as a favorite. Wasn't that you?
that was
No.
me.
Of course
And
it
Mikey.
was.
Why?
Of course it would be.
Why? Why do you not like Fifi?
Because she's bitter.
She's not bitter.
She's bitter. And then when they had that drama that they were talking about behind the scenes, instead of keeping it about that person and controlling that person, she made it about her and what she went through. Going, bitch, shut up.
No, nobody care.
I was just mad that
That's what
that
you
group
do.
didn't have a theme. It's like the other group had a theme. That was the.
Well, let's talk about the challenge. The actual challenge was to create a an infomercial for both of RuPaul's albums, which I thought was
That's a good challenge.
It is
At
a
first,
good
I was kind
challenge.
of confused. Like,
It
what the
was
hell?
confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of plugging going on. I loved it.
I loved it,
I
too.
thought it was
I love
hilarious.
it too. I was about to go and download shit because I was like, oh.
I
that's
even
great.
like backtracking a little bit. I even liked her outfit. The psychedelic suit that she came out in, or
Yeah.
he, the first time.
Yeah. I
When,
like that too.
after they got She-Mail, she came into the room with the funkadelic
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Courtney's
I don't
confused.
remember. I'm like, what
Yeah.
suit? I don't remember.
She had a white tux with psychedelic colors on it.
Okay, I admit I had to do another AfterBuzz show, and I was kind of watching it simultaneously, so I might have missed that.
Yeah.
I was on the phone talking about Grammy's fashion.
Oh, good.
But I did peep RuPaul's final runway suit. Which
Okay,
was
we'll get to that. Yeah. So that was a challenge, and it was confusing
Yeah,
at first.
I felt the other group there was a couple things that were confusing about it. First, you have one group that clearly picks out a theme. The second one, I'm like,
Well, Milan
Randomly.
clearly picked
yeah,
out a
you
thing.
just have randoms everywhere. And then I guess the other part that was confusing, I thought they were, as a team, they were all going to be doing everything together. And then suddenly they're like breaking it down into
Individual songs,
individuals.
yeah.
Well, I mean-
which I ended up liking because
Right.
you start to learn about them.
Yeah.
Well,
And they
'cause-
get something to judge on.
Right.
For me, the problem was, and I think it had to do with time and editing. You didn't get to see everyone in their individual things, so you're watching them, and they spent a lot of time with what's her face, the princess, and how she was screwing up the lines and blah blah blah. So, and then they would cut to the other group, and so it was like, okay.
What's
Is
going
that-
on?
I think
Yeah.
part of that though, and then so it's this juxtaposition between you do want to give due diligence to the individual queens to show them their personalities, but at the same time, in a competition show like this, and it's the same way with Project Runway, you can kind of see who's going to be in the top and who's going to be in the bottom by the way
Right.
it's edited. So part of that is they're like, oh yeah, we have to randomly do our story editing here,
Right.
and it was kind of weird because they stuck in that like story editing at random spaces in the episode.
Yeah, and for me, I did for certain ones like Latrice, I didn't even see her individual one until
liked
they
her final.
until they actually showed the final
whole final
cuts.
thing.
Because she was safe.
Well,
Right,
but
part
that's
of the story
thing,
editing,
You
yeah.
know, it's just
I mean, we can't do everything,
Well,
guys. It's an hour show.
Partly because you guys keep ripping on her gums.
that's Courtney.
Well, I don't want to see that mess. I will admit, though, I was feeling her this episode.
Why is that?
Because
She
she had
worked.
that fan in the back. And she was like, oh, I'm like, you hot as hell, you big ass girl. But she was like, and then when in the untuck where she was rubbing on the belly, like, oh, it's okay.
Yes.
Oh my God,
By the
we're
way,
not talking
Kenny,
about
for
that yet.
those of you, I didn't understand anything that
sorry.
Courtney just said.
I'm like laughing simultaneously. I apologize. I love the fan that Latrice Royale had, and she was sitting like my big mama backstage, like with her fan, and then she was sweating and hot. And then when Jiggly got all
Emotional.
Latrice was just fanning and rubbing her, and it was just funny. I'm sorry.
And she
it was very like
that-
grandma's front porch moment.
she totally this whole episode endeared her to me because of that, because she was so like, I'm gonna take care of you, kind of.
I like that from her.
Yeah, I like that
And
from
I'm gonna
her.
keep my shoes on the entire
That's-
episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they went after.
But you know she was hot. You know
Yeah.
she wasn't comfortable, but she was gonna
But
be
she was
all
gonna be
right.
a
Imagine
lady.
all those
and she was gonna be a
clothes.
lady, and they
Exactly.
called her on it. Yeah.
all the makeup and the clothes with all the lights. I'm sure it's.
They were worn out.
Yeah.
But that's part of this was an argument I made in the last episode, though. It's like, if this is what you're gonna do, and this is the type of performance you're gonna do, in any type of performance, even non-related to drag, you're gonna be out there, you're gonna be in a costume, you're gonna be in makeup, you're gonna wear things that might not be comfortable. It's like, suck it up. That's what you're there to perform, and in
doing
a
it right
competition.
Beauty knows no
Well, that
pain.
was the whole
Holding the
issue
belly
with
now.
Madame LaQueer and her shoes and her feet.
And that's why I'm over her. I'm so over
And
her.
I'm so surprised she's still there.
I know.
Well, she was like Stacey Lane from the last season. I mean, they kept her on for like forever, and she should have been gone.
And it's like, if Latrice can do it and pull it off nicely, which she did, you can
Make
do
it
it too.
work. Girl, find you some shoes that fit.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the main challenge,
fungus.
Did they announce?
Wait, no,
What?
no, I just wanted to talk
This is
about
a
that video thing, the commercial thing.
Oh,
they
the
did.
commercials,
I
yes.
have to say, did you pay attention to Willem in the background?
Well, no, but the funniest.
He is such a ham.
No.
Love
The
it.
funniest is when RuPaul was like, "Are you ready?" And she goes to the pit crew and she's like, "Yeah, I'm ready."
Yeah, I'm ready.
That was like the highlight for me.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So the one, was it Milan that did the, like, in the actual session, she did an
Whitney
homage to Whitney Houston, and then it suddenly
Yes.
wasn't there in the final.
No.
No.
And I think
But
they
I saw
changed
from
it.
RuPaul's Twitter that was just the whole thing was just an accident. It's like the fact that it was even in there is just incidental. It has nothing to do with anything.
I would ask if it was randomly put in because of this weekend, but I'm sure that the show was cut.
Yeah,
long
it was
time
already
ago.
cut and sent to print, so he
So
was
that's
like
just
it was
kind of
just
ironic.
completely
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Milan thinks that she looks a little like Whitney.
Well,
I don't know,
But I thought Dina looked like Whitney
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
But
we'll get there.
I kind of felt like RuPaul kind of dismissed the whole Whitney thing too. She's like, okay, we're done with that next.
Well, yeah, because it was
Because it's not
insult.
RuPaul's
Like you
music.
said, no, you also said it was cut so long ago.
Right.
Yeah. It's not RuPaul's music. I think that was the whole point.
Yeah,
It's like,
why are you singing Whitney? That didn't make any sense because her
Right.
song was like Gorilla Mama.
And you got to be
something.
careful.
Like, it
Like,
didn't make
I
any
don't think
sense.
RuPaul ever wants to be compared to.
Right.
I'm
Right.
never gonna be there. Let's not go that route.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Something else.
Don't buy it if you think she is.
so are we gonna move to the main stage?
Sorry,
I have one more comment to make though, and
Sure,
this is
Apparently not.
10 more comments
Can we
to
cut off her
make,
microphone,
and then
please?
we can go on.
Girl, we don't. For too
Why
long.
the game ran long? Do it.
I
Go
know
ahead.
you guys
No, that's
ran
'cause we
45
started
minutes
late.
long.
We did not.
And I wonder why we started late. Go ahead, Blondie. You got the mic.
I was hungry and I had to go to Chipotle. Okay, you called me out. Sorry.
And now she's eating more sugar.
And I'm carpooling.
You
with
hungry?
Isabel.
You
So I
hungry?
had to pick her up.
You
from
hungry?
work.
That's a shocker.
I know.
So, who is it that basically told Sharon Needles?
How are you gonna bring something up?
I love we got like,
Fifi?
okay, who we talking about?
Yeah, no, was Fifi the one who told Sharon Needles that basically
Oh, just to paint your face
he
and
had to
be
just
a-
be
Just be
scary.
goth. Just be
Yeah,
goth.
Just
and
be
that
goth.
was irritating to me too because it's like, and obviously it was irritating to him to be.
I understood why. I
pigeonholed.
understood why he was irritated.
Yeah,
I would be
and
too.
and it's like he has shown that he in the previous episode he did kind of a more glam, pretty thing. So it's like he can do other stuff. Just
And-
let him.
But look
I
who
was
won the
annoyed,
challenge.
but I was annoyed that Fifi was like, "Oh, well, see, I was telling you to do the right thing or whatever, trying to take credit."
Because
Yeah,
you know,
to
in
what
her
he
head,
did.
she thinks she deserves credit for that.
Yeah, and I was like, "Ew, that's why I don't like you." And that's
And-
why
but-
Kenny does.
Well, but you see that, you know, and my thing is, you know, she freaked out. She wasn't really a leader in this whole thing. You know, she basically
true.
put herself together and was like, "You do this. You do what I know you can do."
Oh
You know
my
what I
god,
mean?
we gotta do choreography.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's another pet peeve I have because it's if you guys are considered performers.
We need a list.
Yeah. No, but
got a lot of those.
but here's the thing: if you're considered a performer and you have to do all the things that come with performing, you're in a performance competition show and you're whining about having to dance.
Well, in their defense, they had 90 minutes or
Yeah.
something to put
They had
all
30
of that
minutes to
together.
do that,
That's a
yeah.
lot,
for a
especially
short
for
time.
a group of what, 5 people? How many people were on?
So that's
think
giving credit,
one
but
group has six.
and then I know we just don't like Fifi.
We don't like Fifi. But I
She'll
mean,
be
I
out.
understand. Like, I get
Why are
you
y'all
did
sitting
that's
like
what you're
that
here for
back
because
to
we
back?
love each other, because we are kind to each other, and because it's Valentine's Day, and we can
jeez.
share positive energy, unlike the negative darts that we
What do you
throw that way.
mean?
Just at you.
Oh, I was gonna say Jackie's sweet and
Jackie's very
lovely.
sweet. You're the devil.
I'll be that.
Very that.
So main stage, RuPaul's dress was on point.
Ah,
Loved it. Loved it.
I think
the
of
like
all-
big blonde curl.
Of all the seasons, I think that's my favorite out of
that
the
I
hours.
would have to
Yeah,
agree.
I
That
agree
was
too.
my
Loved it.
And the
favorite.
strands that were hanging down from the top.
Yeah,
Like, wow, that's
yeah.
just the subtle, the small
Freaking
Freaking
nuances.
love the hood. I want it.
But I wanted
Yeah.
to see her shoes. Did you see her shoes? I didn't
didn't
want
No,
to
see
well, her
shoes. I
gown
couldn't
was
see 'em.
covering the
Yeah.
shoes,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they were.
And then it was like
fabulous.
shape perfect. She looked great.
And the whole
Go
theme of
Ru.
the runway was platinum and gold.
Platinum and gold.
Which, you know,
That's why I did gold
which
makeup.
it didn't dawn on me until like just now. I had an aha moment like Cam did at first. Platinum and gold, you know, that's what they associate with albums.
No way.
Really? Exactly.
I didn't realize.
You're a swift one.
Whatever.
Quick, buddy, quick.
So, and then Natalie Cole
Maybe
and
you should
Amber
have
Riley,
done
who
this.
was
I love
obviously
that
in
I was
Amber
so
Riley's
Glee.
on
excited
it.
that she was there.
Yes.
And she had good comments, too.
She did.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Amber
Riley.
Riley.
Hell, yeah, she's on point.
Yeah. So and it's good because sometimes the judges, like maybe last week when they get up there, they're not really saying anything constructive. They're just saying their,
Yeah.
Their
She was
piece.
constructive and she was encouraging. Like,
Yeah.
she said some encouraging stuff. So I like that.
Yeah.
Go Amber Riley.
Yeah. So and then we had Michelle Versage back,
Versage.
and what's his face, Santino.
Santino.
I like him.
Yeah.
I love
And sorry, let me correct myself. So Michelle, on top of being an actual radio star, because I guess she had a show with RuPaul before on the radio, maybe, but she was part of the group Seduction, not Expose, not Cover Girls.
There
I
you
would
go.
not have gotten it.
I wouldn't
Just
have gotten it.
trying to clear that up. I might, whatever.
Okay,
Hey.
so
Can we just run through them when their outfits?
yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Oh, good.
Glad you guys are on that side.
Not trying,
right.
not trying to
I
take
have
over.
an actual list.
Oh, Kenny's like, I got it, Trick.
Okay, Spike. Oh, I wasn't going. So,
What?
I don't know,
Nothing.
but it was something inappropriate.
Abandoned ship.
Be good Christians on this.
first
side.
up was Milan.
Why is Milan first? I thought Chad was first.
No, Milan was first. She came out solid gold.
Oh, you're
dancing.
going in
Oh.
order of that.
Well, tell me that.
I'm going down the Oh yeah, I have them written down as the order.
As the
No
order they-
problem,
they-
no problem, no
So
problem.
Milan was first. She came out solid gold. With
Oh,
the,
he saw a gold dancer in
I actually
her
liked
jumpsuit.
that.
It was
I liked
harem
that.
pants. I
Yeah.
liked it. The wig
yeah.
was good.
And then did
Yeah.
you notice the sides were cut?
yes, the
out?
sides were cut.
So that was
Most of
cute.
her
I like that.
legs.
Okay.
didn't love-
No, that
It's
outfit was
fun.
cute. But my thing is, I know that I grind my teeth down and I don't have the best tooth smile. She's had those gums for, I'm sure, years for now. And when do you realize?
How do you
don't
get rid of
sometimes.
gums though?
Sometimes
You don't smile as large.
You don't smile as large. But they have the thing that you can like move
cut-
your gums back.
Or
Cut your gums.
Toddlers and tiaras or what? They got the little thing you
the
can buy.
flippers.
Will
They
you
call
move
flippers.
You move your lips down.
I gotta watch Dance
confused.
Moms tonight.
Yeah, there's a way to do. I'm just thinking,
Like
girl.
if I smile like this, you guys will be like, "Ooh, horsey put those away." Like you recognize that you
Right.
had to bring the lip down a little bit.
Okay.
You bring it
Sorry,
out.
Just
He was super hyped,
personal.
though. He was
yeah.
excited.
She did her thing.
I like that headband.
Yeah.
I did too.
I
Yes.
thought that was fun.
Then the next one on my list is Chad Michaels.
Chad Michaels.
I love him.
I was gonna say I was actually very impressed this week, and I loved the energy that she was
seasoned.
serving.
He is totally
And I
seasoned.
like
Yeah.
the
He is very
gold
seasoned.
forehead.
the gold forehead, the wig, and even when they were backstage, and he was just kind of
Just
like
so
something was really
classy.
classy about him
Yes.
this week that I was
And I got the
feeling.
feeling that he wore higher heels this time.
Yeah, probably.
But
I
he
did.
usually, you're right. He's seasoned, so he's usually a pretty good dresser.
He's 40, so I
yeah,
mean,
and
It works
you know,
for me.
Yeah.
It
and there
works.
was that was saying that I'm such a big fan of yours. I forget.
Was it a judge?
No, it was
Oh,
one. It was
another-
like Willem, I think. I don't
Oh
remember.
no! Well,
You mean
And
when they
Untucked.
first?
I thought you were talking about when Amber. She was super excited about Chad Michaels and saying that. He
Oh,
was,
maybe it was
she
Amber.
loving him
Maybe
and
it was
she's a
Amber.
super-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amber.
Yeah.
Amber.
Yeah. Yeah, because she said, "Oh,
Now
when
that we
she was
cleared that
standing
up.
there,
Well, you can
I
tell.
can't take my eyes off you."
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell that he's really seasoned, and you could even tell in the videos the way he delivers his lines. It's absolute perfection.
I think she had the best runway this week for
Yeah.
me.
No,
I thought it was the
definitely.
best. And I actually
Definitely.
thought she probably should have won the whole challenge, but that's just.
Well,
my
I thought the
opinion.
commercial was boring. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
But
yeah.
It was good delivery.
It was
It was good
eloquent.
delivery.
It was
It was nice, but yeah.
even his part was,
But I want it to be entertaining.
Kenya
I don't want
should've
boring
won.
show.
I like that bone.
Huh?
I did like the bone.
Kenya should have won. I like the bone.
We'll get to that. So Willem was next on my list.
I love that outfit too.
She had the
bone.
chain.
The only complaint I have, and this is
Her hair.
it's not
Her
hair.
wig sucks.
It was almost not.
No,
there.
the hair itself is not bad. It's the
Yeah.
placement of it.
Yeah, it was a little weird because it was kind of
Back.
yeah.
Girl,
it was a little
drop
much.
it down.
See, the only question
And I
have
wanted it
is
to be a little thicker. Like
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
too
yeah,
thin.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it looks very like trailer.
But she definitely knows her body.
Yeah.
That
What was the comment?
Clash of the Titans.
As she was walking back, RuPaul was like, I could see her pink Cadillac.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was so appropriate
I was trying
because
to find,
Natalie
like,
Cole.
Because I have to say, because what was the other one that they kept telling, put some clothes on? She was the Vegas showgirl from 2 seasons back. They had the snake one, whatever.
2 seasons back.
Wasn't it last season that they were?
No, Carmen Carrera was the one that never had
that's the
clothes
naked
on.
one.
Oh.
The season
was
before
the
that, they had the one that
actual
always had
naked
showgirl, Vegas showgirl thing. But she was always showing ass and stuff. I think for me, Willem, even above Carmen, Willem's body is sick.
He has a great body.
Above Carmen?
He has a great body.
I don't know. Carmen's
I think
body
Carmen
is.
was.
No, okay, well, remember that ad I talked about? Carmen is sick. Her body is beautiful, but Carmen's ribcage sticks. Willem's body is banging.
Yeah.
Well, Willem has the 6-pack and
The abs
yeah,
are perfection.
Yeah.
But there was.
And she knows how to. She knows her body.
And then she
right.
knows how to work an outfit
Yeah.
with that body.
This is gonna bug me about this whole 2 seasons ago of who
have
the
to
show
look it
goes. Okay, so Sharon Needles was next
That's
on my
what
list.
Google is for. But
I love that. I absolutely
Where are we?
loved
Sharon
it.
Needles?
Sharon Needles.
The Elvis costume. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Elvis meets Elvira.
I loved that because I like what was the quote she said? I wrote it down.
Well, I like campy
I'm not-
drag.
Grease lightning.
So she goes, I'm not afraid to look bizarre. When I look bizarre, I feel beautiful. And I totally respect that. It's like you think you bring something different to the table every single time and it's not the same shtick.
She's my favorite, but what I'm fearing is that she's gonna fall under the umbrella of Raja because Raja was the same way. Raja was all about I pushed the envelope. I'm not scared to look like an idiot.
Even Raven, to a certain extent, was kind of like.
Yeah, I don't hate Raven, but she was a bitch too, though. She had problems.
lot
She had
of them.
problems. But
a lot of them.
Sharon Needles, she's on point.
I just didn't love the panty.
Yeah,
I wanted
me neither.
it to be.
Wait,
that padding, no, the
something was
padding,
weird,
the
yeah.
crotch
That
thing.
didn't. It was.
The padding was bad.
I didn't.
And then when I
didn't.
scrolled down, I was like, that just kind of messed it up for me because it was like this little crop jacket, and you're thinking like, I want to see high.
And you have
I don't
what
wanna
yellow
see your
fishnets, right? She was wearing
pants.
fishnets.
Yeah, like it just.
You are gripping that
Let it
stick
off.
like it's no tomorrow.
Well, because
I'm sorry.
I really want to eat it, and I can't, and then I don't want to just.
Wait,
sit there
it is
sucking on the
Valentine's
stick.
Day.
Uh-huh.
I already did my job. Anyway, moving on.
Who's next?
How do you think I got here tonight?
Okay. So Fifi was next on my list.
Bitch.
She looked like Vanessa
Stay.
Williams. They said
The makeup was nice.
I said that
Last-
last
yeah.
episode, like our last
That she
episode.
looked like Vanessa
that she
Williams.
looks like Vanessa Williams.
I thought she was cute.
I actually think she's pretty. I
She's
think her body's
pretty.
cute and all
I
that.
think she knows the
her
makeup.
attitude is
I
stank.
don't like her.
Stank.
I don't like her.
But I think she makes the show interesting.
I like
Really?
the hair, but I don't like her.
Oh, okay.
Raven was more interesting than her.
Boo,
for
Phoebe.
me.
Madam Big Jiggly was next.
Oh my lord.
I like Jiggly, and
Not-
I like the big mohawk fro,
Okay,
and
I
I
meant-
like the makeup.
Actually, I
You
was
like
Did
talking
you
about.
like the
Did you-
fact that she looked like a Hershey Kiss?
Or did you like? Yeah, it looked like she was wearing a
I
metallic
said
barrel.
I like the hair and I like the makeup.
Wait,
I
are we
didn't say
talking about
nothing
Jiggly,
about
right?
Below
Jiggly.
the
Okay.
neck. I didn't say anything below the neck.
Now here's where we talk about
I
the
was-
stomach.
That was like,
It was a Hershey Kiss. It was exactly what a Hershey Kiss
but
looks
it was like very okay. So it looked. Oh,
My
Well,
roommate
here's
thought,
my
my roommate
thing.
said that she looked like she was wearing a metallic barrel.
I thought she was wearing a maternity thing, you know, the ones where, you know, the pillows that
it
make
looked
you
like
look at
the
your
belly.
And here's my
yeah.
thing,
And it was like
we
solid.
just
It was.
but we just talked about how Willem knows her body and how like a lot of drag queens know their body. I feel like between her and Madame LaQueer,
Yeah.
she was another one that was just like
I laughed because when they talked about her mom or she saw the video or whatever on Untucked, I think that was on Untucked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so her brother comments on wearing the short dresses or wearing things that are too short, and I'm like, oh, where's your mama? She need to be here because it was like cut off. It was just bad.
it just looked like she was carrying.
It ended
twins.
under the belly, and it
Yeah.
didn't make any sense at all.
Right.
But see, and this is again like if you're Latrice, you can wear an outfit, know your correct body type for what outfits you
Right.
can wear, and she keeps using the same tinfoil material.
This is my psych take on it. The age-wise, Latrice is comfortable in her skin, and she's
Right.
admitted it. She's been through things. She's okay with her body. She knows exactly what niche she falls into. Jiggly has some emotional problems,
Right.
and she has some hurdles to get over. Whether we walk over them, fall over them, fly over them.
Bounce
She's
off
need-
of them.
Roll over them.
She needs some experience.
I just
and-
want to look real quick to
But
see
I like
how
the hair and the
old she
makeup.
is. You like
Yes.
Jiggly's hair and makeup?
I like the hair and makeup. I love
I don't
that.
even see her on
Jiggly's
my
30
list.
years old.
Mohawk.
Okay. I think 30
Oh my gosh.
you should know by
you should
30.
know by 30.
I mean,
What
I
you
know by
Okay.
30 that I can't
No,
show my
and
lady bits.
We all do, but obviously, look how long it took for her mom to
Well,
fall
maybe,
in line,
yeah,
right?
and maybe he just came like to full circle with it like a year ago. So
And we don't
he's
know the
like,
culture
"Alright."
thing too, because she said Kuya, and I was like, ooh, she's Filipino.
But then you have someone like Kenya is 21. I just looked at this, and Kenya is very sure of himself.
But you know, Kenya, let's talk about what she had on. I actually liked her outfit.
Kenya was probably sure of
Yeah.
herself when she was 4 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, she's had to be sure of
Wait,
herself
she
her entire
still is
life.
4
She's
feet
like,
tall.
I'm a grown up. I can reach the cabinets.
Yo soy
I can jump.
adulting.
He's awesome. I love you,
I
Kenya.
know.
That makeup was
the,
beautiful.
I like the outfit. I like the
Love it.
makeup.
Outfit, the
I
hair.
like. We can talk about the bone.
The
I like
bone was funny.
The bone
Yeah.
was hysterical.
Wait, who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
Hysterical.
Kenya and
Kenya.
Michael.
I did not like that outfit.
I liked it. I thought it was
did too.
couture, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to say that.
Maybe it was Couture Spaceship.
It was a spaceship.
It was.
Which
but
I
The only
liked.
thing I didn't like
It was
was
like
the
the
walk.
Jetsons.
Like she's like,
But she
it looks
can't
like.
walk. Her legs are this big.
So she walks like she's marching.
that would be the
It was the
Jetsons.
Jetsons. And she's little.
Somebody got jokes.
You can't stomp the runway when your legs are 2 feet.
No, but she has. The first time she walked, she did
No,
stomp.
she ain't never
did.
stomped.
Yeah, she did.
She looked like a
Yeah.
midget.
She was walking.
No, but I know she can
I didn't
do
wanna say
it.
that.
No,
but yes.
it was not. That's not stomping the runway. That's just stomping because you.
She looked like she was in a marching band.
She was exactly.
That's
That's
what it
not
looked
stomping
like.
the runway.
Wow.
That's
I didn't
looking like
like
you're
it.
in a marching band and you should be twirling a flag
Well, that's what she looked like. I like the outfit.
or playing a piccolo.
No, you don't play the piccolo in marching band.
Yeah, you do.
You can, but you shouldn't.
The Pied Piper.
Exactly. Let's talk about her cousin, Madame LaQueer.
No.
Let's not.
Not.
Let's just skip it.
That outfit.
No, I loved
It
it.
looks like fungus.
What did they say? Cut it out when she walked.
But it's just the fact that she turns around and it's just like
All bad.
It's just
all,
butt
another.
squished into stuff.
Yeah, it's just another one.
all
Like,
bad.
and I understand why it has to be the big girls that they shouldn't know their body, and I'm sure they're thinking, I'm comfortable with myself, and
Above all that, though,
wig
okay,
was
they're getting
ugly.
ready in the room together, right? They all see each other. At what point do you go, everybody's wearing gold and platinum? I'm going to wear green.
That's what she
And it
had.
wasn't just her outfit, it was her hair, too.
That's
Yeah.
what she had. She said, I
The
brought
She
that.
said she did say that's what
That's
she
That's what I
had.
brought.
The
That's what I
whole
had. I didn't have no
gold.
spray paint.
Girl.
she could have borrowed somebody's platinum
Yeah, see,
wig.
that's where you help a bitch out. You
That's right.
hand over your spray paint.
Right.
Oh.
But that
It
is,
didn't
she,
work.
that
I
is
just
true.
hate the fact that when she comes out, her walk is like she's walking in slow motion.
Yeah. And
It's
then when
like
she was walking off the stage, it was
Yeah.
like, boo,
It's
your
the
shoe about
heels
to
thing, and it's
fall.
like, but
yeah.
here's the thing: it's like you have other people who have other problems, who have other ailments. Stop complaining.
Give
You
some
want if
platforms.
you want to be a drag queen, find a pair of shoes that fits.
Devil's advocate. My thing is like, bitch, keep complaining so your ass gets off the show.
Well, she's gonna be
Let her
eventually.
complain.
We're done with you. I was
But the
done
other
with you
thing,
this week.
I was actually thinking, wow, at least she kept her shoes on. And of course, they did
They
untuck
were
their
off.
They
Untucked,
they
they
were
were
taken
off.
off. Yeah.
They were off.
And those stockings were nasty.
And it made her feet look like little hands. Like I was like,
Like you want to put them in the oven.
You couldn't see any toes because she had the stockings on. I was like, oh, she ain't got no toes. It looks like you should just be putting that loaf in the oven. Just
Ooh,
like,
I'm craving some pickled pig's feet.
they look like pig ears.
Oh, that's
You know how they
sad.
come in the jar?
Yeah, that's that southern thing.
Yeah.
I don't
My
remember
grandma used
that.
to have them in a jar and it would just all be in.
I love it.
course,
Every
girl.
week you talk about your grandmother.
I miss my grandma.
Like the whole finger,
Mine
middle
too.
finger thing. That was actually funny. I went back and watched
Yeah,
that.
that was funny.
It was real, y'all. It was real.
It was real. Okay, back on schedule.
What's the finger?
Princess was next. I don't even remember what she had.
Oh,
actually,
Princess!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I
Bald
think-
head, hooded, even though it was a little bite on Rue at the same week.
I
no,
know.
but
Nice.
I don't think they knew.
They didn't
No,
know.
they
I
didn't.
don't think. But the striped jumpsuit, that was awesome.
The thing about Princess is I always feel that she dresses really nice, but it's like
She has
the
no personality.
delivery is.
She doesn't serve it. She don't serve it.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
She's
I
doing
agree.
something wrong for me because her padding, when you saw her walk away, her body shaping was okay, but the padding started to get wrinkly. Every time she stepped, her butt got wrinkly.
God, you guys are watching really closely.
I didn't notice that this time.
didn't
I was
either.
distracted
Pay
because there
attention,
was
boo-boo.
stripes
Yeah,
on
it
the
was-
suit. So
yeah.
I was like, okay,
I
it's
thought she was dressed
working.
good. But I mean, at the end of the day, you go, okay, she's
I
safe.
love the bald head and those drastic
Yeah.
eyes and that
Yeah.
hood. And
I thought it was good.
I thought it was very pretty.
it was very diva.
Latrice. I didn't like the dress.
I don't even know what she had on.
It was
but
more.
I
It
mean,
was more yellow than gold.
It was yellow.
But I think the way she pulled it off,
And it wasn't green, at least.
This is coming from what you said earlier about her sitting in the room for Untucked, and just the way she was like, there was something about, even though the outfit was, whatever, there's something about the way she wore it and the way she acted in that outfit that she was just like,
she was like Scarlett O'Hara in a big old. She done
No,
out
but
a
see,
corset.
and since we're talking about the Untucked
She was like, it
episode,
just all popped out.
the argument between Willem and was it Deet? No,
Fifi.
Milan.
oh my
No,
god, I was
Milan.
ready to turn it off.
I thought it was hilarious because homegirl was in the back and she was like, yeah.
She was like,
This is-
ooh.
Just like so.
Milan gets on the floor and goes, I'm going to talk to you down here. That's what you are.
How
She
is
was
it
like,
on the floor? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
How's
She
the
was just
carpet?
Like, oh, okay.
Willem is sick. Willem has it
Willem
down.
cracks me up.
She's
amazing.
It got to a point in there, just like it got to a point when they were all like trying to like divvy up the tasks for their infomercial, where I'm like, okay, you guys got to stop acting like high school theater students at some point and stop bitching about random stuff. I was like, move on.
That's what's fun.
Move
though.
on.
Well, that keeps the show.
Speaking of the tree, so I don't know, girls. What do you call those kind of shoes? Because her heels are like, look at the reinforced at the bottom, the heel part of it.
Well, she had on the boots,
She
right?
had on
Right,
boots,
but they had heels. It was
Yes.
heel boots, and the heel wasn't like straight down. It was like it came down and it came like that.
Most
So
girls
it's like
can't
a
handle
very
it.
thick.
Those are
very
like
thick
Victorian.
kitten heel.
Yeah, they had.
Those are almost
there
like
was she had a
Victorian
nickname
heels.
for them, like because they were ripping about the
Madame
queer
the
not
Queer.
having her shoes on and untucked, and she goes, "Oh no, girl, I came prepared."
Yeah.
Well, alrighty. Well, she needs to share.
Someone calling? What?
Sorry,
is
it's
What's that about?
Sorry, let's see.
So I think lastly we have Dita Ritz with the legs.
I liked her outfit.
I didn't.
No,
I didn't either.
liked
And that
her
wig,
outfit.
I was just
I
like,
don't think she knows how to dress her body because she is so broad-shouldered.
She's broad-shouldered,
Yeah.
short-necked. Her legs are super muscular.
Long.
Like,
Remember
But they're
when
long, though.
remember when we watched Chicago? And who is it who played
Michelle
Roxanne?
Williams.
Michelle
Yes, I was telling Cam this, that she looks like Michelle Williams in Chicago.
She does,
She
actually.
does. She had the
And that's
wig
not good.
and the way she was when she was singing for her life, when she was lip singing for her life. It was exactly like Michelle
actually
Williams in Chicago. It was.
Oh snap! That is not a good.
that is not a
That's
good
not a good thing
comparison.
for Michelle
No, it
Williams.
is not.
Sorry, Michelle Williams, but that's what she looked like.
That was hilarious though.
I
Yeah.
got a pimple.
So
But she was singing like it was her first Broadway debut, and she had to make it.
I'm
Yeah.
not mad. I've been hating on Dita since the get because that dried up wig usually is a hot mess, and I still hated this outfit and the fact that her boobs were like sitting on her neck.
Check.
It was weird. It was crazy. But when that Sing
So-
for Your Life,
Yeah.
I was like, I am now a fan of
Yeah.
Dita Ritz because she
She-
did her little side shuffle.
she sang that song though.
She was doing her Broadway debut. That's what I felt
She
like. It was
knew-
Roxy Hart in her Broadway
she
debut.
knew every ad lib, every little extra
Nuance.
run,
Right.
every nuance in that song, and Poe Princess was trying the. This will be it. I was like, girl, you might as well sit down and sit there and do sign language because Dita was all over the stage,
Yeah.
all over the stage.
And I think it was one of my favorite lip sync for your life.
Yeah, it was my favorite, other than when they got naked.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, you're talking about from last season.
From this season.
No.
Out of control.
No. Who was that?
Carmen
She was like, oh, it's
and
about to get
Raja.
hot in here.
Okay, I'm gonna
Carmen and Raja.
And she's like, okay, I'm gonna climb on you. Anyway, that was last season.
Yeah.
But this one was great.
So,
This one was great.
Princess goes home.
Deservedly.
We saw it. Yeah, we saw
I was
it.
actually hoping that Big Girl
LaQueer should have been
in the bottom
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think it
She's
should have
gonna
been.
get there.
And I think Dita Ritz should have been in the bottom too.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. There you have it. And that was the end of the episode. So we are now going to jump to a commercial.
Hope we covered it all
We got everything,
for
I think.
everybody.
We did.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about? AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, guys. So a little bit of news for this week.
Courtney's gonna go in a diabetic coma.
She is.
So excited.
So we have white collar star Matt Boomer, who is very attractive, officially came out as gay on Saturday when he publicly thanked his partner Simon Halls and their 3 children while accepting an award.
Boring.
The star of USA's hit show attended the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards this weekend, where he received the New Generation Arts and Activism Award for his efforts in the fight against HIV and AIDS. Boomer will guest star in an episode of Glee as Blaine's Darren Chris's older brother.
Oh, that's gonna be yummy.
He also, I'm just gonna skip down. He's gonna be in the new Magic Mike movie with Channing Tatum and Matthew McConaughey and a lot of other boys.
Channing was on SNL.
Oh, isn't the werewolf?
He was adorable.
The werewolf is gonna be there
The
from
werewolf's
True
gonna be in there.
Blood. It's gonna be a good movie.
What?
The werewolf from True Blood.
Blood.
What's his name? I don't know what his name is. I can't
Joe
remember.
Montenegro or something like that.
He said
just real quick,
Montenegro.
something like that.
Isn't it Mangello or something?
Mangello.
It's Montague.
I don't know, but he's hot.
But the whole thing is, this is it's not a big issue because he didn't really come out. He just thanked the guy.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
His partner and his 3 kids. So I didn't know if that meant coming out. Okay, so next we have Adele, who had a big night at the Grammys.
Oh yes, she did.
She was nominated.
Girl.
She was nominated for 6 Grammys and she won all six of them.
As she should have.
She basically told U.S. Vogue magazine that she is done recording songs for the next 5 years. She's taking a break.
She got 6 Grammys.
Well, let me quote it. She says, "I'm fucking off for 4 or 5 years. If I'm consistently working, my relationships fail." Now, here's my problem. This is why I love 21 because her
relationship failed.
She admitted on stage that her relationship was rubbish. And that's why that's what
I am not hating on a girl. Take all the time you need and come back and sing another album.
I appreciate when they take time to creatively grow and have something else to say.
Well,
and be interesting.
I just hope that this current relationship ends in heartbreak.
I also wanted to say, because I haven't seen, I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna watch
some other heartbreak. Like she could get like toe fungus or something.
Well, she wants to get married and have kids.
But she, for me, is one of the biggest artists yet that has, because this was her first big performance after her surgery. And it was surgery dealing with vocal nodes, was it not? Right?
Yes.
And many singers, right? Many singers have this issue as we get older. As we get older, well, and Mariah Carey vocal nodes, Whitney Houston vocal nodes.
Yeah.
It's the reality. So the fact that she came back and belted it out, I heard she rocked it.
And what's amazing is that she could have sucked and she still would have been better than
just
about everybody that was there. So
like, she's singing so bad because she's in pain.
Yeah, she's great. So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And she a big girl.
Yeah.
Work it out, big girl.
And she wore
Work it,
black,
big girl.
and it was fine. And I'm loving it, especially with your red lip and your winged eye.
So it's not news to anyone. Whitney Houston. She passed away this past weekend at the age of 48, and we're told that her body has already been flown back to New Jersey, and they're gonna have a private ceremony, not a public. We talked about this on the game.
Yes,
it's gonna be a private ceremony for her and her family, and I think that's the way. I think that's the way it should have been. Whereas Michael Jackson, he had this whole. I mean, it took him 2 months to be buried. And
there was so much drama around his death, right?
His death because there's so many
and
factors.
I just wanted to say, because we have many co-hosts here. Everybody and people who are lying, saying that they've never made jokes about people's drug addictions that have been public. Come on, be real. I mean, we pay respect now. We try and be respectful to her and her family now, but people have all made jokes. So now people getting all the, because one of our co-hosts unfortunately the day before had made a comment about the drug addiction, and I guess it was in fun, and there's hate mail and all that kind of stuff. Seriously, there's bigger things to worry about. I just felt bad. I'm like, really?
I think
everybody.
It's bad timing.
I think Courtney touched on it when we talked about the game. It's, you know, it's just for, and you said basically everything that I was gonna say tonight. You took my words.
But you should say it again. Somebody doesn't.
Well, for me, my heart goes out to her family, especially her daughter. And I mean, 18. And you said it. I mean, if I lost, I'm 32.
Exactly. I lose my mom now.
I don't know what I would do.
Well, you think about it, because Bobby Christina has been there through thick and thin.
All of it.
And you know, I hate to admit it, my dad was an addict and an alcoholic, and though I miss him immensely, there was a point when he passed away, I felt a certain sense of relief. Like, oh my God, some of his pain, because you know they go through pain. There's this torment, whatever it is. And I'm not saying that's what she feels, but there's so many mixed emotions I'm sure she's going through, and to have to deal with all the public. Yeah,
she's young. She's very young.
She's young, and I hope she stays strong and doesn't fall.
And I think, and I want like positive people for her. Like I think that was, I don't know. I was not with Whitney. I don't know her. I think that maybe she allowed a lot of people allowed her to be the way she was. You know, as far as
a lot of people I think
enabled her. So, you know, rest in peace.
It's hard. Yeah, well, that's a whole other story.
And Bobby Christina, break the cycle.
Yeah.
On that note, I just wanted to say, because I'm a huge fan of Sasha Allen. If you guys want to see a tribute to Whitney Houston, she sings "I Will Always Love You," and it was amazing. Sasha Allen tribute to Whitney. Look it up on YouTube.
Okay, and Jackie has one more bit of news to present to us.
We have a special guest next week. We have James Doyle from the A-List Dallas.
He'll be in studio.
He will be in studio. He's one of my favorites. So if you have questions, call in, ask them.
Join us.
He's going to comment on the show with us.
He's now living in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So he's going to be around all the queens, so he can make his own comments, so he can rip.
Yeah. So feel free to call us.
And hopefully he'll have some inside info as to how editing tracks storylining.
That would be interesting to listen to. Obviously, you guys will have your own.
To keep the show running.
And that's all your news and gossip for today.
To see you, Josh.
On this,
what is his name?
James
Doyle.
Sorry. I was watching New York.
Eat your candy, girl.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV
predictions for next week. Let's make it quick.
More queens.
I predict
who's going home next week?
Madame LeQueer goes home.
Okay, good.
Queer.
I'm gonna say no.
You're gonna say no?
I don't think Madame LeQueer is gonna go home.
No, I think it's gonna be Dita Ritz.
You think they're gonna keep it just for painful annoyance?
Dita caught a fire. She's gonna serve it. She is not going home.
Serve it.
She's gonna
serve. Stomp it out. Work it out. Break it.
That sideways shuffle when she was singing for life. Dita done let something loose.
She was Roxy Hart.
The dragon is out.
Unleash the dragon. I noticed. That's all we have. We probably run out of time. We run overtime. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to call us with your comments.
We love you.
And it's AfterBuzz TV on Twitter.
Tonight
at AfterBuzz TV.
And then Jackie has her 123 Jackie B, I think.
123 Jackie_B.
And then Courtney has Starlight Starbright.
Stuart Starlit, and then there's Kenny.
Camera is Tamabaka.
Tamakava 777.
I was
All
gonna say, Tamabaka. What is that?
We're done.
That sounds good.
Wait, we have to tell people to bust it.
Bust us. We're gonna
do that in a minute, girlfriend.
Yeah. From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
And no more fun dip.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.